Food is medicine. If you have arthritis, certain foods can actually help heal your body. On the other hand, if you are not careful about what you eat, arthritis pain may continue to get worse and trigger inflammation. In this video, we shall be discussing the foods you should never eat if you have arthritis. Inflammation is a common problem associated with arthritis, and certain foods can make it worse. Hence, a good diet for arthritis sufferers should include plenty of anti-inflammatory foods. These can help reduce inflammation, which is a key part of the disease, and also reduce pain. It is also important to avoid certain types of fats. These include trans fats and partially hydrogenated oils, which trigger systemic inflammation. Fried foods are also high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are unhealthy for the body in large quantities. The extra fatty acids in fried foods cause the body to respond by producing cytokines, which are inflammatory substances. Another important food to avoid is processed sugar. Most processed foods contain this added sugar, which increases inflammation and can worsen the symptoms of arthritis. Additionally, sugar is inflammatory and pulls valuable vitamins from the body. So, avoiding processed sugar is a smart way to reduce pain and inflammation. For this reason, sodas that are sweetened with sugar should be avoided. However, the problem doesn't end there. There are many other ways to prevent inflammation in your body. Processed foods are high in sugar and saturated fat, which can cause inflammation in the body. Refined foods such as white rice, white bread, and packaged convenience foods are filled with ingredients that promote inflammation. They are easy to prepare, convenient, and contain large amounts of saturated fat. When you have arthritis, it is better to eat whole grains instead of refined ones. Their fiber content is higher, which is a great benefit for people with arthritis. Disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult with a physician with any questions that you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you watch in this video. We strive for 100% accuracy, but errors may occur, and medications, protocols, and treatment methods may change over time. One way to reduce inflammation and increase your chances of achieving better health is by reducing the amount of processed foods in your diet. Most foods that are fried or processed contain high amounts of monosodium glutamate, which is a chemical flavor enhancer that has been linked to inflammation. You can find out more about the ingredients in your food by reading the label. To make your diet easier to digest, eat more fruits and vegetables. A healthy diet is one that contains plenty of nutrients. It should be rich in vitamins. For example, if you have a type of arthritis that makes you overheat, you should avoid eating foods with red meat and overcooked meat. It is also wise to limit your daily intake of sugar and processed food. You should also avoid eating processed or refined food, as these foods are full of sugar and are not good for your body. Some foods should be avoided at all costs. Some of these include dairy products, corn oil, and eggs. You should also limit the amount of meat and poultry that you consume. In addition to this, you should avoid processed foods and fried food. The best way to avoid these foods is to consume them in small amounts. There are some other foods that you should never eat if you have arthritis. Besides avoiding processed foods, you should also limit your intake of simple carbohydrates, such as white flour and refined sugar. Refined carbohydrates may also lead to increased inflammation. As a result, they can make your arthritis symptoms worse. Consequently, you should avoid them if you have arthritis. Processed foods can also lead to inflammation. These foods include supermarket shelf snacks and meals that can be prepared quickly, and they are not healthy for you. In addition, you should limit your intake of red meat and replace it with other food sources. If you can't eat red meat, try avoiding processed foods. If you are prone to joint pain, whole grains are a great choice. They add extra fiber and nutrients to your diet. Moreover, you can even replace white rice with whole grains. You can add grains to your favorite dishes or simply use them as side dishes. Green tea has many health-promoting benefits as it can reduce inflammation and slows cartilage deterioration. It is best to eat at least 3 ounces of whole grains a day. Some foods should be avoided at all costs. Some of these include dairy products, corn oil, and eggs. You should also limit the amount of meat and poultry that you consume. In addition to this, you should avoid processed foods and fried food. The best way to avoid these foods is to consume them in small amounts. You should also limit your intake of sugar and refined carbohydrates. By reducing the amount of sugar and salt, you will be able to reduce inflammation and prevent chronic diseases. The foods you should avoid when you have arthritis are those that have high levels of omega-6 fatty acids. These foods contain omega-6 fatty acids which are harmful in large amounts. You should also avoid red meat, processed cheese, and partially hydrogenated oils. These types of foods are known to increase the risk of joint damage and can contribute to systemic inflammation. Some people are sensitive to gluten, so they should eat only meat or fish that is free from them. Adding more fiber to your diet will help reduce your arthritis symptoms. By reducing inflammation, you will also be able to maintain a healthy weight. It is a good idea to consult a doctor if you're unsure about what to eat. And if you're unsure about what you should change, start incorporating these changes into your diet. Excessive salt is an obvious culprit in inflammation. Many processed meat and frozen meals are laden with salt and preservatives, which can cause arthritis in sufferers. Moreover, high-salt diets increase the risk of developing arthritis. As you can see, eating more fruits and vegetables will improve your overall health. You should avoid fatty fish and processed meats if you have arthritis. Besides reducing inflammation, a proper diet will also help you maintain a healthy weight. A Mediterranean diet is the best choice for arthritis sufferers, as it includes plenty of fruits and vegetables, which have anti-inflammatory properties. If you're looking for a treat, berries are a great choice. Blackberries are especially good for satisfying your sweet tooth, and can be found in most health stores. While you should avoid simple carbohydrates and simple sugars, there are other foods that will help you manage your arthritis pain. Try to limit your intake of processed and fried foods, as these foods will only increase your joint inflammation and will make your arthritis symptoms worse. You should also limit your intake of alcohol, tobacco, and refined sugars. Instead, replace these products with fresh fruits and vegetables. They are better for you and your health.